guys, welcome back to my channel. Right now it is nighttime. I decided to post a video right now because why not? So today I'm going to be talking about my match today that I had and yesterday. I reached to the final, but unfortunately I lost that match and it's very disappointing. It wasn't my best, so I'm a bit disappointed. Also, I kind of lost focus in that match, so I'm going to basically telling you guys what I need to fix in this video. So let's get started. The first things that I think I did good during my match is number one, I moved a lot to get the ball, whether it was a corner shot, inside out shot, down the line shot, whatever. I would, during the quarterfinal, I did that a lot because almost all of my opponents that I played were hard hitters. So of course they were hard hitters, so you have to move a lot with that. Of course, any other, most of the players I played were hard hitter corner shots, but they also did make a lot of errors. So I had an advantage in that. But yeah, I also made some errors too. But I also think I did well because I tried to stay calm in all my matches. At first, when I did my first match, I was a bit nervous and I won 6-3, 6-2, but I was a bit nervous in that match and I was a bit, stuck at first. So then I had to improvise, and I improvised and I tried my best to improvise and do my best during the match. I had to basically just stay calm because whenever I overreact, I tend to get angry at myself, and usually that doesn't go so well. Once in a while I might do good shots, but it makes me do way more in the first errors and gets me more nervous after I start playing worse. So in semi and quarterfinal, my first serve went in pretty good. Not pretty good, pretty fast, because but I did do a lot of double faults. In my final, I didn't do as much double faults, but my first serve didn't go in as well as it did in my quarterfinal and semifinal match, so that was kind of sad. So I need to, do good on my first serve and second serve. The next thing that I want to talk about is I try to make my opponents move by doing a lot of corner shots and inside out shots. Corner shots and down and short balls and then long balls. So what I like to do is, it depends on the opponent. If they're really fast, I probably would try to do that less because they're just gonna be really good at doing that, and it's just gonna make you more nervous. But all my opponents didn't until the final. Both of my opponents didn't seem to like the short balls very much, and they didn't seem to get as much as I expected. So I tend to do short balls, and then whenever they try to come up, I try to hit it hard or try to do a corner shot, which worked out, and I like that of what I did in my match. Also in my quarterfinal and semifinal match, they were all hard hitters, but I realized that even though they were hard hitters, whenever I'd hit it hard back, they couldn't get it very well, which is It really depends. Some players, they're better with people who don't hit hard, and then some people are better when they do hit hard, and they were worse when I hit hard. So that's what I try to do. In my finals match though, she was like really hard to tell. I was trying to find her weakness during the whole match, but she was like really good. And it's harder to be better at a match if your opponent is good with everything. Like they barely have any weaknesses, and that's a good player. Also, I am proud that I caught the line judge. Now that's a random thing, but I try to be confrontational about it, and I try to like talk about it because obviously I don't want to. I like at first was like asking questions like, "Are you sure?" You know, stuff like that. But my opponent in my semifinal match was cheating quite a lot, and I could tell because she like I'd ask her, right, and I asked her once a little bit like more annoyingly because I was like it was like my 10th time that I asked, and she was like, I think so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that was like barely out, I think, and I was like, girl, this girl, like I'm just gonna call the line judge on you, like no exception. So I just called it. And eventually she got, I think, more tense because of that, and she didn't play as well as she did.
Yeah, but that was cool. Yeah, but that was, Seven and 87 and 85. Really good.
So she's playing Anna in the semi-final, and she's got a good chance to get to the finals.
Yeah, because she beat the girl already before.
Okay, I want to find some places to watch.
It's hard, there's no places. No good places.
I'm not sure that's going to be an easy match. The guy shot.
think, yeah, both these matches are the semifinals.
Yeah, and so he said that's the semi-final.
Yeah.
I also try not to overthink too much during the match because I, for some reason, whenever I overthink in a match, I tend to play worse, which is actually probably a lot of players have similar experiences as that, but that's for me. So yeah. I also yelled and tried to make myself hyped up. This is very good to do if you're tense. You should always try to say, come on to yourself, do a fist, and try to like make yourself motivated. Because if you're not motivated, then what's the point? Like you have to kind of be motivated by yourself in order to play a good match. So yeah. Some things that I really didn't like when I played the match is during the finals, I tended to, my opponent went to the bathroom 2 times. She had a stomach ache, and the second time, I lost focus when she went to the bathroom because I was winning 30 because it was her serve, and I lost that game because she went to the bathroom mid-term, and her stomach looked like it was really hurting because she did go before, and she was like constantly like looking like she had wanted to like quickly get out of the match to go to the bathroom. So yeah, and she went, and she came back, and I don't know why, but I thought like, I mean, like, since her stomach hurts, I might as well, like, I didn't like really think anything, but I made errors, and I think I tend to lose focus in that, which made me play worse in the final. So I also didn't split every shot like I would, and then whenever a fastball came, I noticed that I wouldn't split as well as I would during slow ball. So I need to make that a change. If I don't do little shots like every time or little steps every time, because you know those like before you hit a ball or something, or before you are about to make a winner, you do small steps just to get your positioning right. Like I wouldn't do that every point. I would do that from time to time, but I also didn't do it from time to time. So I really need to make sure that I do that every point. Also, I need to watch the ball because I'd sometimes miss hit, or my racket would turn when I hit it. So I need to make sure I grip the racket hard and really watch the ball as I'm hitting it. The next thing is I need to return with more power and turn my body and use as much force as I can to return the ball. If it goes out once or twice, you should learn how to control it and maybe do some shadow swings just to make sure you get it right. The next thing is I have to add spin to my shot and windshield wipe. This goes along with my returns because if I just use force, then that would of course go out. So I also need a windshield wipe and go all the way to the follow through with that, so I know it'll go in and have some topspin on it. Yeah, and the next thing I know I have quite a lot in my notes. I should stay back during first serve more. I noticed that during the finals and every other, like, because all my opponents were hard servers too. I need to stay more back, I do think, but like I need to change my positioning more depending on the opponent's serve. Because my last opponent had a really hard serve and I should have went back, but when she came back from the bathroom the second time, I rushed and I tried to go up front too much, and that didn't work out, so I need to wait for the ball to drop. I need to do all these things. I need to split. I also need to split step and do little steps before my shot every time, because when I'm nervous, I tend to not do that. I forgot to mention that, but I tend to not do it when I'm nervous. So I need to make sure that I do that even when I am nervous and even when I'm not nervous. So after you serve, you usually have to, like, if I were to show this in motion, I probably would have to go like this, right? And then I need to like put it to the side because I'm serving, right? And I really need to do that because that's gonna help me get the ball more and allow me to have more space and comfort to hit the ball more free. I also need to not turn like when before I'm hitting him, my arms are over here. Like my arms are like right here. So I need to like make sure that even before I hit the ball, my left arm needs to be up because I'm a righty. If you're a lefty, that would be your right arm. That doesn't go down before you hit them. I also need to turn my body during rallies. I think I mentioned this a little bit, but I need to turn my body more and step in during my shots because then I can't get as much power and I can't get as much force during my shots, which I really need because that's gonna help me develop with a more stronger mental and make me feel better. And I also need to grunt a little bit louder because I've noticed that for me personally, some people play worse when they grunt, but whenever I grunt, it really allows me to take a deep breath. And when I started grunting, I think I was more comfortable and I forgot more about winning and like overthinking, and I tended to think about the things that I really needed. I also think I slice too much, so I need to slice when it's necessary. I noticed that when I slice, I tend to not think before I do it, and I tend to like think that, oh, since the ball's coming fast, I must just slice everything. Or now that whenever I'm nervous, I tend to slice a lot, and whenever it's towards the end of the match, I think, oh, if I just like drop it or slice it, I'm gonna win the point. No, I need to think more and make sure that I can win the match even when I'm not slicing. Finally, I need to focus. I know I've said this a little bit, but I also need to focus because I wasn't focusing and I lost focus. Even in my second match and my first match and my last match, I will lose my focus during the end. And that's really not good because that can really screw up your mental. So I really need to focus, not slice too much. And always remember to have force and try to go along as the wind and play the same throughout the whole entire match. Hey, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned what I did wrong, and hope you guys can figure this out too and know that all players are similar and some things are different with players. For me, this is what I need to work on and what I think I did good during my match. So there might be some things that are similar to this or not similar to this. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe and like, and thank you for watching. Bye! By the way, this is my trophy that I got. Fortunately, I was finalist, but now I'm doing girls 14 singles because I am 13 now. So yeah, so this is my junior open. I hope I can do better, but this is a pretty good start for a finalist. So yeah, I had a bye match, so I won 2 matches, 2 or 3, I forgot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm really proud of myself. Like it's weird to talk about this, but like yeah, thank you guys. Bye.